Welcome to my channel, guys. I appreciate you guys for going ahead and clicking on this video. My name is D Jones. I have a 2020 392 Charger Scat Pack, or just a Scat Pack with the 392 6.4 liter Hemi in it. I've had this car for about 2 years. Amazing car. It puts down the power from what I need, at least. I don't be racing out here, but you know, for merging on the highways, passing people, you know, it works just great. I'm gonna go through a little bit about the car and kind of go over what I actually got, when I got it, and how I got it. It was a grueling process at first, but I stood my ground and the dealership came through, so more on that later. But as you saw in the intro, I pulled the car out, very dirty. I know, guys. I'm gonna wash it real quick for you while I cut to this B-roll, and you'll go ahead. So how I got my car. All right, so first things first, guys, you gotta understand, credit goes a long way. I've been building my credit for probably, when I was awoke to it, it was like 8 years ago. So I've been building my credit for a really long time. Really been working hard on it to get it to where I could just walk into anywhere and say, hey, listen, I want this. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it really starts. For me, I bought my car in 2020 when there was a lot of things going on, you know what I'm saying? So there was actually really good deals that they were giving at the Dodge dealership at this time. One of those deals was 0% APR if you did the short-term finance, but your monthly payments would have been like over $1,000 a month. So I didn't want to really do that. So basically what I ended up getting, the car was listed at 42 before everything, which right now for a Dodge Scat Pack Charger or Challenger 392, that's a deal if you can find one. And mine was brand spanking new, 24 miles on the odometer. I ended up putting a little bit of money down. I put like $6,500 down on it, and the dealership gave me 4.6%, which I was expecting like 7, but then at that point I really didn't know how good my credit was until the dealership told me. But I knew what I was doing. I knew I was getting it done. Put the money down. I left with it that same day. My payments from there were like $680, roughly. I was overpaying for a year. So for 1 year, instead of paying $680, I was paying $1,000 a month. At the time, I was able to afford it, and I wanted to get some equity in the car. Didn't want to be upside down on the car, and I wanted to make sure that when it was time to refinance, I can get an even better deal, which is exactly what I did. So after a year of having the car, I went ahead and refinanced it, and I was gifted 2.8% interest from the refinance, and that dropped my payments to about $580. So I saved $100 a month just by refinancing and just by making sure I kept my credit up. I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about the pros and the cons of my personal pros and cons of having this car. All right. So first, I'll start with pros. Pros, looks beautiful, right? Fast, right? I can get up to speed as quick as I want. The braking system is awesome. I got the 6-piston Brembo's on the front. I can stop at a dime. It's a great driving experience, okay? I have the Harman Kardon add-on. My music sounds great. Lots of low bass. I think the car has 8 subwoofers. Subwoofers in the door. Sounds amazing. The Uconnect system, amazing. Integrates right with my phone via Apple CarPlay, right? So the experience of the car is amazing, right? It's and this is coming from a person who has never purchased a brand new car from the lot. Never done it. This was my first time, right? I mean, the features are there. Heated seats, vented seats, heated back seats. I have the 275 tires all around, right? In terms of the quality is definitely there. Now, there are some cons, right? You're dealing with a V8, okay? This V8 drinks gas, especially if you're getting on it, right? Now, there's some modes that you can use to combat that. For example, if you have it in auto or eco mode actually starts you in second gear, so that you don't basically aren't using a higher RPMs at a low speed or from a standstill. Horrible. I tried that maybe for a week and I turned that off. I just have it in auto, and I like to start in first gear. That way I can get off the line if I need to pass someone or whatever the case may be, right? But gas. Luckily with the 392s, you don't have to pay a gas guzzling tax, at least in the state that I live in. So I was able to kind of avoid that, but it drinks gas. When I was traveling for work, I would be spending $180 almost a week in gas. And that's ridiculous. That's another thing. You only can use premium gas. You cannot put the cheap stuff in this car, right? Some premium gas burns better than other premium gas. It's crazy, right? But I usually go to like the Walmarts, the Murphys, where they have that premium ethanol free 100% 93. That's the best gas that works in my car. It lasts. I feel like it just burns slower than normal 93, if that makes sense to you guys. Anyways, another con that I had with the car is, and then this just could be me, or this just could be the preconceived notion, but the panels on the inside, first off, they've been the same since the 2015 Charger, right? The design inside has not changed at all. But I do find it that the panels are a little bit loose, if you will, and I don't want to use that term loosely, no pun, but you can push on it and hear it, or when you're driving and you hear it and you hit a bump, you can hear the panel kind of creak, if that makes sense. And that's just something, that's just a kind of like a quality thing. I mean, I wouldn't expect good quality like that from an American. And again, this is my first American car purchase. I was always into Hondas, as you guys saw on my other channel. But yeah, definitely a con for me. Even down to where sometimes when I play music and I have it blasting and the bass is loud, you'll hear rattling in the panels in the back. I had to take off the little clips that cover the child seat anchors, which helped, but then it just started to do the same thing again. So, I mean, you got to just chuck it up to the game for that one. It really doesn't bother me all that much, but I can see over time this becoming something that's kind of like, there, right? Something that I'm gonna really want to have these panels replaced, or even go to an audio guy and have him dyno foam the car, whatever the case may be. Another con with my beautiful car is that everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. And what do I mean by that? So as you guys know, there's been a lot of thefts of Dodge, Jeeps, the Trackhawks, the Durangos, the Hellcats, the 392s. These guys are thirsty for this car. Like, even the girls are thirsty for this car. The girls are setting up dudes on fake dates to get them robbed for their car, which is crazy, right? Me personally, I don't dabble in none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, it's just crazy how much attention this car gets you when you're not even looking for it. Like, I got my car, and at the time I got my car, I felt like it wasn't as popular. But right after I got it, and that's how you always feel when you get something right after I got it, shit just blew up, and everybody, damn, y'all hit it, Jets. And everybody just wanted it, and it was kind of like, at some point it was like certain places I'm just like, damn, I gotta park my car out here, man, and some certain places I'm like, should I use auto start? I don't know how advanced these guys have gotten with this stuff. So that's another con. Everybody wants this car. Everybody. It's just ridiculous. Do I have any future plans for my car? Honestly, man, nah. Like, I'm the type, I would prefer to just keep it preserved, you know what I'm saying? Keep it stock. Rims, maybe. That's about it, man. I'm not the type to, try to tune it or do anything outside of what the manufacturer has already done to it, which, by the way, I do hear that they're going to come out with the direct connection program, whatever it's called, to where you can currently take your Scat Pack to Dodge and get a OEM tune-up or OEM upgrade in terms of horsepower. So with the rumored, and again, this is all rumors, what do I know? They rumored that the Scat Pack that I have, which is basically 485 horsepower, could be upgraded to about 600 horsepower with a tune and some OEM parts that you can get straight from the dealership, which that would be kind of cool, and I would definitely consider that. But anything outside of that, I'm not going to no shops. I take my car to the dealership to get everything done. Yes, I pay dealership prices, but at the same time, it's kind of like you get what you pay for, right? Matter of fact, there was a time where I bought my car to a tire shop because I ran over a nail. The most popular tire shop in town would not fix it because of the type of tire that it was. But the small guy did fix it. Now, although he fixed the tire, he scratched my rim, mounting it onto his mounting whatever, right? Now, that's not to say that the dealership won't mess your shit up either. But still, I go to the dealership where they've been working with these cars. They're very familiar with these cars. They have the parts on deck. I don't have to wait, you know, for anything to get delivered or nothing like that. So that's definitely something that I always wanted to do, especially because I got it from that same dealer. So they've been seeing this car for about the 2 years that I've had it. Every time I bring it in, they sold it to me. I bring it right back. I need this, oil change, whatever the case may be. What have I done to this car? So honestly, I haven't done anything, right? The major thing that I did on this car was I did get it ceramic coated. And you guys will see in the footage, the ceramic coat guy, his name is Brandon, really cool, out here in the Gulf Coast. He did my ceramic coat, full car, and the rims, everything. Cost me about $1,500, and I take it back to him every year just to have it touched up. Now, the point of the ceramic coat is it's going to be a harder coating over the car, so that way if something comes into contact with it, like, you know, a pebble or anything like that, it's not going to scratch your actual paint. Also, too, the clear coat prevents swirls from forming in your paint, which I know you've seen this on cars all the time. So it always looks like the car was just dripped in shininess, right? It's so dope, and I like it because too, you know, the rain now is a form of just rinsing off my car. I can just let my car sit out in the rain, and because it's ceramic coated, the water just comes right off. All the dirt, all that stuff just comes right off, and then I'll just need to dry it to make sure it's good. So it does make washing the car a lot easier. It also makes the paint on the car last longer. So I was quoted about 5 to 8 years on this coat that I have, you know, being that I take care of it and keep it in the conditions that I've been keeping it in. Other than that, the only other thing I've done with this car is put tires on it, oil changes, and that's it. Well, my camera died, noob mistake, I know, but I do want to thank you guys for coming through and watching this video about how I got my charger. If you do me a favor, you know, help me out with that YouTube algorithm, hit that like button on the bottom, go ahead and subscribe for the boy. I'll be sure to make more content for you guys as I go along. Next video I have up will be the car wash and how I wash my car. After that, I have another video. I'll be getting new front brakes. I'll be talking about the pricing of that and the whole process of that. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.